Hello everybody, my name is Mod Infinity and welcome to a very special video where today we'll be talking about Jagex Charitable Giving. I'm joined here by Mod Kelvin, who heads up our charitable giving efforts. And so, Kelvin, introduce us, what's going on, what's the plans ahead? Okay,
thanks Infinity. So in 2017, Jagex has decided that we really want to kind of put all of our charitable giving focus behind three great charities that we've identified, and we'll introduce you to those in a moment. But first of all, I just wanted to kind of say really that mental health wellbeing is really important to us as a company. We just won a bronze award in the inaugural Workplace Wellbeing Index run by Mind, and that's because of the work that we've done as an organisation in promoting mental health initiatives across our staff. And so it seems very kind of logical for us as a business who takes that really seriously to kind of take those kind of campaigning key messages and initiatives out to our community. Yeah. And really it's kind of here that we'd like to introduce some of those kind of concepts and ideas to all of our players.
Okay, great. So today we've got three very important people with us. Don't have mod names, but we'll introduce. We've got Kat, we've got Laura, and we've got Zoe. Hi. So Kat, do you want to start off where you're from? What do you do?
Sure. My name's Kat. I'm the project manager of the YMCA Right Here project. So we're a young people's project that work with 16 to 25-year-olds around mental health. Okay, great. Laura?
Yeah, I'm Laura. I'm from the Prince's Trust. I work in our national corporate partnerships team, so with great companies like yourself that are supporting all of our work. And we primarily work with 11 to 30-year-olds, giving them the skills and confidence to get back into work.
Sounds good. Great. And Zoe?
Yes, I'm Zoe Doherty. I'm from CPSL Mind, and I'm the fundraising manager for the organisation. And we help local people really in their recovery from mental health. We provide direct services to them. We also provide training to local organisations, and we do a lot of campaign work as well.
Okay, great. So I think one of the kind of questions our community certainly have, and I did for quite a while, is why is mental health so important? Why do we have so much investment and awareness around mental health? And it's certainly some of the kind of statistics around mental health quite surprised me. I think it's 1 in 4 people will suffer from a mental health issue, or most people will know someone with a mental health issue. So Kat, for the YMCA, why is mental health important for you guys? What does it mean to you?
It's a really good question. I think mental health is something that affects us all. There isn't many people in the country or the world really that have 365 days where they feel mentally well every single day. And in that way, we want it to kind of seem comparable to physical health in a way that it doesn't in society at the moment. So we're really aware that a lot of stigma exists around being able to say that you don't feel okay on whatever scale that is and whatever spectrum. So I suppose for the YMCA, our commitment is kind of looking at how that really profoundly affects young people, their mental health issues, but also the stigma surrounding those kind of issues, and encouraging them to speak about that and access the right support in the right places. Okay.
And Zoe, I think, talking more openly about mental health is a big thing, and I wonder what Mind's doing.
Yeah, it's a massive issue for us. I mean, apart from obviously giving the direct services to people who are recovering from mental health challenges, a large part of what we do is encouraging people to talk more openly and directly about mental health challenges. We have a couple of campaigns that we're running at the moment. We have our Stress Less campaign, which is about encouraging kids 13 to 18 to sort of look at their mental health and to come up with different ideas, 5 different ways to help improve their well-being over 5 weeks. That's the challenge. And we've also got our Stop Suicide campaign. Yes. Which really is extremely important to us. In the UK, we have over 6,000 people take their own lives every year. And a key message for us really is that it is important to talk more openly and more directly about mental health and encourage people to seek the help that they need.
Okay. Great. And Prince's Trust, in terms of the work you do with young people, you've got lots of programmes going on at the moment. Talk to us about one of the programmes. You've got one with us actually coming up very, very soon in Mental Health Awareness Week.
Yeah. So we find that over 1/5 of the young people that come to us to take part in employability programmes are suffering with mental health. So it's a big strategy for us at the moment to really embed that into our employability. And we've realised that the best way to support young people in getting over mental health problems is by giving them a purpose and a job. So that's why we come in to give them those opportunities and help them get through it. So yeah, we're doing some Get Started programmes, Get Started in Games Design with Jagex.
Very exciting.
And that'll give young people a chance to just build their confidence, work in a team, and learn some new skills, and maybe develop a career in an area that they're interested in.
Great, brilliant. All right, thanks guys. Working with Jagex, so we just started our partnership very recently, and for us it's certainly a very exciting thing. I think Kelvin alluded to when he kind of introduced this this video. For you guys, working with someone like Jagex Games, what's that like? I mean, have you done it before? Is it quite new, Zoe?
No, it's really exciting for us, in all honesty, in terms of sort of getting our campaign messages out there and getting young people especially to start thinking about their mental health and their well-being, and to encourage people to think about it just as importantly as their physical health. It gives us a whole new channel really to get across to, what, over 1 million young people, you know, via online and social media. So that's really, really important to us. So in terms of getting our messages out there, these are channels that we've never used before. And we're really looking forward to working with Jagex because you guys are so creative. There's lots of different ways that we can get our messages across to, especially to young people around mental health. So we're really excited about that.
Great. I think, you know, certainly I know that our Runefest community is really passionate about not just mental health, but helping people in general. And so there's a load of opportunity for those guys to get involved. Are you guys watching today? We'll talk about that in just a moment. In terms of your specific charities, how can people get involved, or what would you like our guys on our communities to kind of take away as their message in terms of how they can help you guys out? So I guess with you, Kat, from the YMCA, what can our community and our players do today or next week or next month to really help you guys?
What I would say is that YMCA were a partner in the I Am Whole campaign, which was launched on the 10th of October last year, and we're going to be looking at relaunching that again this year on the same date. Our project sort of launched a website alongside that called Find Get Give, which you can find at www.findgetgive.com. And that's a nationwide directory of mental health services for young people, but it also has lots of help and advice pages. It has a parents and carers page, and young people can rate and review services that they've accessed. So I'd encourage people to sort of engage with that website, have a look. There's also a donate button that you can click at the top if you want to donate money to sort of sustain that resource. And there's a whole page about the I Am Whole campaign, which people can check out, look at the campaign messages. A lot of that is around challenging the stigma that exists around mental health, around sort of challenging that language that people use quite casually around each other that can have a really significant effect on young people and on anyone. So have a look at the campaign messages, and then I guess watch this space for what happens on the 10th of October this year.
Great. Laura?
Yeah, I think I'd direct everyone to our website first of all. A lot of the research that we've been doing on mental health recently, especially with the Macquarie Youth Index, is all on there. There's lots of information on how you can tweet and post on Facebook about that as well, to kind of challenge that and making sure people are aware of what young people are going through. Also as well, you know, we'd love to have volunteers if anyone wants to mentor a young person through that stage in their life where they're going out to try and find a job or get back into education. We'd love to take on volunteers. Also as well, I just think it's really important that, you know, for anyone out there that's watching this that has their own business or recruits for their own team, just, you know, not to discriminate against people that might have gone through mental health problems, and to give that young person a chance, because it might just be what gives them that stability and a foot up in life.
Cool, thank you.
Just going to say, so we kind of came into this, I suppose, through the I Am Whole campaign that Kat just mentioned, and we created our own video in support of that, which I think was quite well received by our community.
Yeah, massively so.
And I think that was kind of the start of us saying, okay, actually, we want to kind of put our charitable giving efforts behind mental health and well-being. So what we've kind of done as a business is we've identified things like staff fundraising. So every week almost, there's little kind of fundraising activities that are happening around Jagex to raise hundreds and thousands of pounds at the minute. We're also looking at ways that our staff can volunteer to help, and whether that is in some of the skills that we've got as a business, whether that is in kind of creative asset building, whether that is in kind of digital media, social media, etc., as well as just kind of people to kind of help out in any of the areas that these guys have kind of asked us to. And then obviously the next thing that we can do really is kind of help to broadcast and transmit the kind of key campaign ideas and initiatives, and really encourage our community, I suppose, to help kind of share them and promote those thoughts, because they are universal. You know, we've got charities, and we're a UK-based company, and we're working with Mind very much on a local level, and Prince's Trust and YMCA very much on a national level. But you know, these are universal themes that we're talking about here, and you know, they're just as relevant kind of wherever you are in the world, and we'd encourage people to get involved.
Sure, brilliant, fantastic. Okay, so in terms of the work that kind of the Runefest community can do and help us out, and I think just as a general piece, I think just listening and being there for someone's quite a really useful thing. And there's specialist courses as well, like kind of first aid, mental health awareness courses that you can get signed up to as well. Am I right in saying there's kind of more in-depth ones, but also kind of short hour session ones, just to give that broader knowledge about mental health and how to spot someone who might be suffering a crisis? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there's plenty of training out there. You can do mental health first aid. They can be as short as half a day, or there can be more intense 2-day courses. There is also assist training, which is suicide prevention training, and that's a 2-day course. That's a little bit more intense. But the most important thing about the training is to encourage everybody to spot warning signs if they feel somebody is struggling with their mental health, and to talk to them really, and to ask them. What we encourage, especially with our Stop Suicide campaign, is to ask them directly how they're feeling. So the most important messages to get across really is that mental health is everyone's concern, and mental well-being is something that's really, really important to understand, and those courses will help them do that. Brilliant.
And that's something we're getting our staff involved in terms of training them up on mental health first aid as well, so that's always a good thing. Right. You mentioned the Stop Suicide campaign as well, and then as a company we've pledged to that as well. Individuals can pledge.
Yes, go onto the website,
cool.
And you can pledge to take the Stop Suicide pledge, which means that you basically will promise to seek support if you need it, and to look for warning signs in others that you feel may be struggling with their mental health, and to talk to them and ask them directly how they're feeling, and to encourage them to get support. So it's really just basically making that pledge to help others as well as yourself.
Okay, great. I think it's a really worthwhile cause, right? And I know that the guys watching today will be kind of on board with what we're doing. In terms of how you guys can get involved at home watching and passionate retail community, so we're going to have a few in-game events, which are kind of under wraps at the moment. No spoilers or secrets, but that'll be coming into the game very, very soon. Keep an eye on the news process of how you can get involved, and we'll be raising money for charity through that, which is quite exciting. I've also got Runefest, which will be coming up soon, and we know that you guys are all going to be attending Runefest. You'll have your own little stall and space, so if you're one of our Runefest attendees, or you've never been before, but actually you might want to come this year, then more reasons to do so. You can kind of meet these guys, ask about the work they do in more detail, and find out how you can help even further, which is always quite cool. We've also got Mental Health Awareness Week, which on the 8th of May, that starts. We'll be doing our own game jam internally. Kelvin, don't you want to talk about what that looks like for us and what we're doing there? Yeah, so we've kind of hooked up with the Get Started in Games Design team at the Prince's Trust, and that really is about, I don't know, a group of kind of 15 or so vulnerable young adults who have expressed an interest in games design. So we're working with a local college, Cambridge Regional College, in building a course for them. It's a kind of week-long programme, and that culminates in a game jam here with Jagex staff to create a kind of pitch and an idea for a game, and kind of just get that kind of real experience. And then we hopefully get the opportunity to follow through with those guys in subsequent weeks as well. And the idea really is about building confidence and building skills, and hopefully opening up a career path for them. But alongside that, in Mental Health Awareness Week, we're going to be doing a lot of kind of campaigning on social media, the in-game events, as kind of Nathan's said as well. So there'll be really a chance for absolutely everyone who wants to get involved will be able to get involved. Yeah, and we're excited about it. We're going to be sharing things on social media, little clips and videos about how the game jam goes, to really tell a story, so you guys can see from day one to the cool achievement ceremony at the end of the week, what it looks like and what the young guys have gone through. And then finally, there's loads of things going on, but for this video, we've got World Mental Health Day, which is on the 10th of October, and so we're doing some really interesting and viable things around that day as well. So hopefully that's given the guys at home a bit of an insight into what we're doing, what our plans are. It's early days, but we've got a really kind of strong partnership already. We're kind of seem to be all excited about what the plans are. I think we're going to have a huge impact, and even a bigger impact when you guys get involved too. So it's goodbye from me, from Infinity, and we will certainly see you very soon. And thanks for watching. All right, see you guys. Bye. Bye.